Welcome to another episode of Safety Moment with Alila. As you know, very soon all industries will be resuming back to work, and we discuss about the issue of emergency, the issue of COVID-19 resumption. And today, I said we'll be discussing about the emergency procedures to follow when you have issue of COVID-19 at your workplace. Welcome to another episode, and always remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we always give you better and better topics to discuss about. I hope you are safe. Now, we're talking about the emergency safety guidelines for emergency response in your workplace when you have someone who has COVID-19 or anything related to COVID-19. Number one, I will try to establish the fact that there are measures to put in place to avoid the spread of the virus and the emergency response system. And now we're talking about the emergency response guidelines. What is emergency response guidelines? These are documented procedures that are established to be followed immediately in the case of an occurrence of an undesirable effect. That is the general definition. Such as to prevent its escalation, ensure safety of workers and equipment, and to put the system back to normal condition. That is what emergency really means. You are trying to put the system back into normal condition. You are trying to avoid the escalation of whatever happens, of an undesirable effect. Now, what do you do if a member of your staff or the public with a suspected case of COVID-19 is in your workplace or came to your workplace? For contact of a suspected person in the workplace, the person in contact should be issued a 14 days leave. This should be done immediately. You suspect that this person had a contact with someone who has COVID. It should be issued a 14 days leave immediately for isolation, and the national authorities should be informed about this situation when it starts showcasing symptoms of COVID-19. The safety representative in the organization, that is safety manager or the representative, will also be in contact with the affected person directly to advise on how to isolate himself and those things to put in place, and identifying other contacts whom he might have had contact with. Not only about him, but about other people that he might have had contact with. So you have to keep in touch with him so that they will all be isolated. What of if a worker is confirmed to have COVID-19 in your workplace? What do? The employer should inform fellow workers. If you are a worker and you have COVID-19, don't keep it that you want to come to work because of money. No, you are endangering people's life. What do? Employers should inform fellow workers of their responsibility of their possible exposure to COVID-19 in the workplace, but maintain confidentiality. When you know that a person has COVID-19, maintain the confidentiality, but make your workers to know that, hey guys, there's possibility of you having COVID-19, but you don't disclose it to them that this person has, so that there won't be issue of panic and loss of morale in the workplace. Workers exposed to a co-worker who has it should be issued 14 days leave. There should be observation period for what? For isolation, so that they will know if they also have the virus. If they are unwell at any time within these 14 days, it means that they are positive. Then we will put additional control measures in place for them to be treated. Immediate deep cleaning of the office and common areas is that possible. Someone who you suspect to have COVID-19, and actually at the end of the day, you found out that you had COVID-19, immediately there must be proper cleanup of the of the surrounding. It is very, very important. What of workers who are well but who have a family member? If you have a family member that has COVID-19, it's your responsibility to inform your organization that, see, my family member has COVID-19. When the worker doesn't show symptoms but the family member who is sick at home has it, it is the responsibility of the worker to tell the management, and the worker should be given appropriate guidance on how to assess their potential exposure and the measures to take as instructed by NCDC. Remember that if you need my presentation, you can as well drop your number in the comment section so that we can have this given across to you. When individuals in the workplace have had contact with a confirmed case, what happens? If a confirmed case is identified in your workplace, the NCDC should be informed immediately. It is very, very important because they are the one in charge, this National Center for Disease Control. Also, mandatory is the provision of advice and counseling. You need to counsel them so that there won't be issue of fear, and there will be worker concentration on site based on other people that are working on site. So there must be adequate counseling. Any worker that has been in close contact with them, they need to be counseled so that they won't be scared, and at the end of the day, it will only escalate the issue. Close friends and every other person that is exposed to the guy or to whoever has the virus. Control of worker behavior. You should know that During this time, there will be changes in workers' behavior. You don't expect a worker who has been at home for a long time. Maybe some of the workers, their salary got reduced, or some has someone who has COVID-19, or someone has someone who is dead, who died because of COVID-19. This kind of fear will affect the workers' morale, and it will affect the turnout rate and the production rate. A confirmed case of COVID-19 in the workplace will cause anxiety among workers, and some may become stressed. Clear communication is important so that there won't be misinformation. Directing workers to reliable source of information. Managers should be supportive and understanding, and as far as possible, establish flexibility at work. Make the work flexible for your workers so that they will be able to spend their time to do some other things that will be resourceful, and they will be able to concentrate better at work. A change in workers' behavior should be expected in the presence of a confirmed case. You should expect that. At this stage, there will be lots of concentration because your fellow worker has COVID-19. There will be lots of concentration, there will be lots of morale. Even he will be scared. So they should, the management should understand this fact. This in return has its consequences, which is not limited to low production, low efficiency, continual errors. There may be continual errors, unsafe acts, unsafe practices. They will be making mistakes because of this fear of COVID-19. And when workers have a feeling of poor management concern about their life, it can lead to agitation and loss of staff. If there are issues of COVID-19 in the workplace and the management is not putting safety procedures in place, it means that they have a feeling that this manager is not even concerned about their life. They are only concerned about the work. So management needs to show commitment in writing and in action, and to show example of their fight against COVID-19 in the workplace. It is therefore essential for the manager to attend and show commitment to safety in their work of their workers. Establish advice and regular counseling sessions to those who show signs of low concentration at work. Regular online meetings should be held to consult workers and hear their views about how to address this issue. Let them feel among that, yes, they are also important in the organization. Open door policy should also be actively established for workers to pour out their mind and give recommendations. Thank you for listening to my episode of Student with Aliola. Do remember to follow me on Instagram. I still have other topics that we are still discussing, and gradually we keep dropping them for you hot as they're hot. So thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe, very, very important, so that you give us more confidentiality, you give us more morale to be able to give us more safety topics. Do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you. I remain Waliola.